Hello, my beautiful ducklings, it's your friendly Gruppeteer, and I'm back again with another Steven Universe vlog, and today's episode is Catch and Release, and not the half-hour Yellow Diamond special that I thought it would be. I guess I messed up the schedule. Sorry that I made that mistake last vlog. Anyway, so in this episode, Steven's going to bed, but Peridorito comes and kidnaps him in the middle of the night, and takes him to the warp pad, the warp pads that she can't get to activate, and since Steven could heal Lapis, then Peridot assumes that Steven can heal, I don't know, the temple, no, not the temple, the warp pad thingies. It doesn't work, so, Peridot's like, ow! I don't know what to do! But then the gems show up, whole bunch of stuff goes off, but Peridot is poofed and sent back to the temple in a bubble. But Steven is a little unsure of the whole situation because Peridot seemed a lot more scared than usual, and she said that something big was coming soon, and that's reason to be scared of course. So Steven gets back to the temple, and through his room, through the room of the universes, I guess you could say, he goes down to the heart of the temple, and he pops open a little bubble with Peridot in it, and Tumblr explodes with pictures. I haven't even been on Tumblr since this episode aired, and I just know, like, if there's an episode where Amethyst mistakes Peridot for a cactus and, like, the entire world thinks it's the greatest thing ever, then a short, cheebly little, like, baby Peridot is gonna be the definite next big thing on Tumblr this week. So yes, in this episode, Peridot is taking all of her fancy technology and stuff. Her sharp boots, her electric boots, all that stuff. I read it in a magazine. She has those little finger thingies. Those are gone. Her arm cannons, everything's gone. All her technology is gone. She's reduced to just a little tiny Peridot. She's a dot. So Dot, that's her name. Her name's Dot for this vlog. So Dot's now just pretty much reduced to this fan favorite new character. She's super cute. She's so cute. It's just all Dot. She's a Dot, and it's so cute. It's great. She's just, like, every scene in this episode, Dot just, like, totally owns. It's a hilarious episode with all the stuff that Dot does. She walks up, and she goes to the temple, but the gems see her, and they pretty much chase her into the bathroom, and Dot locks herself inside, and she's not opening for anybody. So the gems, think, do they, bust down the door? Which I don't know why they didn't bust down the door, because at the first place they were just like, hey, Dot, open the door. She's like, no! And they're like, well, what are we gonna do? And, like, Garnet's standing there with, like, her giant clobbering hands, like, right next to the door. She's like, well, what are we gonna do? I thought they could have just I thought they would smash the door in, but, I guess I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do it at first, but then they realized that maybe they should, because Steven found out that the thing that Peridot was so afraid of is the cluster. The cluster, as we know, is the horrible fusion experiment in the kindergarten, but to the gems, they don't know what the cluster is. They don't know what it means. They don't know what that is. I mean, they know what, like, Garnet knows what it is at least, but I don't think she knows the name for it or anything. I don't think Steven does either. So they need to get this information out of her, so they let her stay in the bathroom. She's not budging, she's not coming out, so just, like, I'm not even gonna, like, go over what she does in the bathroom, just the entire bathroom sequence with her is just pure gold. There's just one scene, I'm probably gonna make it the thumbnail of this video, where she's just, like, it's just like, Peridot, if you're trying to escape through the toilet, you can't, and she's just, like, doing a little spin on the toilet. It's great. I can't even do it the same way. It's just great the way they do it. It's hilarious. It's a hilarious episode. Everything Dot does is hilarious in this episode. It's just great. And there's some really good lines from Amethyst, actually. They gave Amethyst a whole bunch of funny lines. They make a joke about peeing outside. They make a joke of, Amethyst makes a I don't remember what she says exactly, but she says something just like about beating Peridot up, but she's like, Homeslash gonna beat the jizzle out of him or something, just something crazy. It's just so stupid. It's funny. Like they say like, I'm gonna beat their shows. This is allowed a Joe Pesci walking around, like one of those kind of things. It's very funny. So Dot for some I think because Steven gave her foot back that they captured in friendship. Dot goes and opens the door for Steven, and Steven goes, he brushes his teeth, combs his hair, and they kind of talk, they kind of bond a little bit, and the episode pretty much ends with Steven wanting to use the toilet, which Dot is sitting on. She's like, what do you want to use it for? And then that's it. It's a very, and this isn't gonna be another one of those Sadie song vlogs. This isn't gonna be. No, I know what I'm gonna say. I don't want this to be like last time. Last time was horrible. So yeah, as I've pretty much said a trillion times, this episode is just gold. Like all the scenes that little Dot are in are just great. Like every emotion is just exaggerated or just goofy. And like there's just one scene where her and Steven are having like a slap fight sort of thing, and it's just you're just watching it. You're like, this is the most time wasting thing I've ever seen, and it's like, why are you complaining about it? And you're like, because it's the most cutest thing I've ever seen. It's just like there's so many scenes where it's just like this would be the most boring thing ever if it wasn't Dot doing it. There's a scene she literally like. She looks at a toothbrush and throws a toothbrush. I can't make throwing a toothbrush funny. No one can make throwing a toothbrush funny. It's picking up a toothbrush. No, but she just makes it funny. I don't know how she does it. I can't even understand it. But it's just everything she does is funny, and I don't know why. And what is it? I think it's because she's just so short now. It's just like because we usually see her as. Like, people, like, joke about how she's, like, kind of like one of those, I can't handle authority kind of things. Like, I just want to go home. Which is, yeah, it's funny with that, but then take away the entire authority aspect, and she's just literally a shrimp, and it's just, every single scene is just funny with her. And they, like, use it to their advantage. It's a very funny episode. One of the funniest in a while, actually. But it's also, one of the most what's gonna happen episodes with the whole it's not really foreshadowed or anything in this episode, but as you know, I think next week I think it's next week because it wasn't this week like I thought before, but next week I'm pretty sure is the Yellow Diamond half-hour special, and you know how those half-hour specials have been treating me in terms of which is it's a great reaction. I'm making a GIF of that. GIF. You know what? I'm making a short video for Tumblr on that. But pretty much, I can't think of too much to say for this episode. Just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I love Steven Universe, you know that, but I haven't had this much fun with Steven Universe in quite a few episodes. I've been waiting for something like this. This is the fun again. Not that. Well, okay. Maybe it's because it was just on a, kind of long hiatus. But, like, Week of Sardonyx was very serious. Nightmare Hospital was a very serious episode. Sadie's song, you know how I thought about Sadie's song. So I've been missing this, the goofy humor that I like. And I'm happy to have it back. It was a very, very funny episode. I loved it. And I just can't wait to see what's next for little old Dot and the gems. So, pretty much can't think of much else to say. I love this episode, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you wanna. What did you think of the episode? I don't care. I mean, write it in the description is what I meant to say. And, yeah, subscribe. I don't know. I'm new here. Whatever.